to record, or sorry, how to do a remix from a MIDI file, or download a MIDI file from the internet, take it into Logic and mess around with it there. Because it's Christmas time, you know, that's what we're going to be looking at, Christmas MIDI. So as you can see here, I've just done a simple, I just typed in Google literally Christmas MIDI, clicked on the first one, and it's got all of these. You'll need to download one of these. So I'm going to download the first Noel. If I click it, automatically downloads to my downloads here. I'm going to view it in the folder that it's in, so here. And at the same time, open up Logic. I'm going to get a new blank Logic Pro project. I'm going to choose software instrument, because with MIDI, it's not audio whatsoever. It's purely zeros and ones, purely data. Yeah. Well, you could argue as well that digital audio is just data, but as you can see, it's a very small file, 31 kilobytes. So all it is, essentially just triggering software instruments. We're going to drag and drop that in now. So when you import a MIDI file, as you can see, it's also got tempo information. It's got a lot of other information as well. So MIDI is a standardized format across lots of platforms. So, you know, different pieces of software from different manufacturers can essentially use one language to talk to each other. So we're going to import the tempo, we're going to import everything. So import, see what happens. Don't worry about this. I'll probably just use 29.97, doesn't really matter. And if we play this, this is what it's going to sound like at first. Bit weird. Okay, so we can delete this track, got nothing on whatsoever. We can also delete the track that we made earlier. What we need to do to every region now, as you can see, the regions are just one massive block. That's what happens when you import MIDI. We just double click on one, and if you open up this here, what you'll be able to see in the step editor is loads of different bits of data. We need to delete a lot of data now. So on my secondary click here on the eraser, I'm going to delete the reverb setting, so hold down Command or the Apple key and click, volume again, hold program, but not delete pitch bend and all the note input. So all the ones down here, like F, B, A, that's when a note is triggered. But reverb is telling the software instrument when to do reverb, how much reverb to put on. Volume, what volume it's going to start at. Program, what preset it's going to use. So if any of them are on, as soon as you start the track again, the slider here will change to the volume inputted there. Also, the program would automatically change it back to the preset that the original author did it to. So you don't really want that if we're going to do a remix. Then we need to do that to every other bit. It's quite quick, you know, just program volume, that's it. Just quickly go down, bam, 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 bam. We'll just do this to every track, and then we'll get on changing the instruments and see what we can do. So I'm using the secondary click just by holding down Command, so I can access the eraser like that, erasing volume, program. If it's got any other things as well on, apart from note values and pitch bend, I'm going to delete that too, like these. So non-registered most significant bit, you don't need to know that whatsoever, delete it. Right, now we've got our raw data here, we want to kind of solo stuff and see kind of what the instruments are. So we'll solo this one. Obviously that's drums. It sounds alright, so we're going to keep that. Then what about this? Okay, sounds okay, you know, let's keep that as well. I'm going to change that, that instrument right here, this roots rock. At the moment it's some cheesy guitar. On Logic I'm going to change it to, let's try a vintage organ. Try some, just go through the presets, looking what's there. This one. Let's try a reggae one. that's quite nice. On the amp designer, let's just turn things up a bit. Okay, let's set up a quick loop just so we can kind of edit other instruments as well. So I'm going to be looking at this part here. So we've got these three instruments kind of more or less done. This one I wasn't too sure about. Give it a listen. That. What on earth is that? Here what I'm going to do is change it to, let's say, retro synth. What can we do with this? So it's the first Noel tune here. So let's see what kind of leads we can get. Again, let's put it just starting there, and we'll go through some presets to see what we can have. Awful again. We can see here that it's done in octaves as well. And obviously the retro synth is in mono. So we can either change this to be polyphonic, or we can just delete an octave. I'm going to choose just delete the bottom octave, because I do like the kind of sound of old school mono synths. So now. But put that an octave down as well, it sounds a bit weird. Okay, so now we've got these instruments kind of nailed. I mean, it doesn't sound perfect still, but you know what does in this modern age, eh? Then we've got this piano about to come in here. I think that sounds a bit too poppy, so I'm going to change that again to, let's try an organ again. Why not? So now we've got two organs playing. So it's a bit like kind of like a reggae tune now. And you just kind of go on like this, changing the instruments, soloing parts, adding effects until you get something that you like. Obviously, we can completely take out this drum part and perhaps, you know, try the drummer in Logic X. Let's see what this does. Hip-hop drums, let's give this a go. So, for example, if we just drag this up here, put it in the loop, let's see what this sounds like. And there, you know, you've got an alright, sort of jazzy, hip-hoppy Christmas tune. Again, you know, I know it's not perfect, but, you know, we're just kind of viewing how to import MIDI and edit it. So that's kind of roughly what you do. And just keep on experimenting, keep on cutting parts out, adding parts in, changing instruments, and you should be happy with something. Thank you for watching.